How's it going, everyone? Mad Otter has returned. Part 3 of this little gambit at Satisfactory. So let's carry on. I have done a few things since last time, and there is lots and lots to do. So in basic terms, just very briefly, I have built or started to put together a very rough uh, part 2 um, of this build with the assemblers, and we have a couple of things going on. One down here, I'm making use of the coal and the sulfur and just making black powder for the moment. What we're going to do with that I don't know at this stage, and it may just end up being sunk, but we'll see what happens. Number 2 we've got going up here on this floor. We now have in the assemblers, if I can get there to open up, modular frames, just 2 per minute. It's very low production amounts at the moment. Reinforced plates, and then rotors. So that's basically doing all of that. And then upstairs, we just have one at the moment, and it has started doing smart plating with the rotors and the reinforced plates. And as you can see, I've dropped down the space elevator just right next door at the moment, and I've amped up when we were doing the what's the name, nodes, random nodes, and the mode setting. I also put the objectives for the phases into the elevator to be a lot more. So basically this used to be like 50 smart plating to start with, and which was very easy to do. So I've now changed it, and as you can see up in the top right corner we've got 2,500. Why did I set it so large? I don't know, but we have 225 so far done. So roughly it's about 18 more hours to go of this on its own, doing this at 2 per minute. Which seems a lot of time, but what it's going to do, it's going to allow me to start unlocking things in the MAM and stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to go around doing a little bit of gathering hard drives. We're going to do some exploring of the map in the process. As you can see, I've done a little bit already. Basically over this side, got a sloop, got a Mercer, got another Mercer there. Found a hard drive here, but it requires rubber, which we haven't obviously done yet. So I'm actually going to go around, I'm going to go and explore this area over here and go over here. And as I know that there are hard drives over here, and some of them don't require any goods. So we're going to go and have a little nose over there while this is doing its thing. Now, these pillars, but I just want to explain, which I may not have explained properly. As you can see, this is cutting through and all this sort of thing. All of this is going to be rejigged. This is not going to stay as it is. We're actually going to rebuild all of these properly, and they're going to look pretty cool when I've finished as a starter base, but we've got to get a lot of things, or a number of things, unlocked before that. So that's where I'm at today. So let's go exploring. I think the only thing I really want to make sure that I've got enough of is rods for ladders, because ladders are really crucial to getting places, and I need some foundation materials. So that's basically rods and concrete. So while we're up, I need to go up one more floor, don't I? For that, so let's come down there, let's go up here. I think rods are in the next one, so we're going to need to climb over. So I'm just going to go and put in that amount of rods. That'll be more than enough, and that's fine. And that actually doesn't need to be here. That can be deleted. I also went out and gathered a whole load of stuff, and we've got more of this happening now, which means the power should keep running. We've got loads in there, which is good, because I didn't want that running out while we're out and about doing things. So let's just plonk. We'll keep some food in there. These can come out. Cable can come out. We'll probably find some of the stuff we actually needed or something stupid when we get to some of the things, but that's okay. We'll live with it. There we go. I think that should be enough. I wish we had the legs unlocked, but we can't yet until we've got the space elevator done. I think it's... and there's some other unlocking bits and bobs to do, so we'll see. Now I can't just drop down there because it is ridiculously high and we will die. So this is where... and I wish I had parachutes unlocked as well at this point, but I need Marcella, something like that, whatever it's called. Which we're going to go and see if I can get hold of. Now I'm going to see if I can do this without dying. Yes. Yeah, let's do another one. Okay. Ouch. That was a bit higher than I was expecting. That one we need power. We need a lot of power to get to that one. So I am not going to worry about that one just yet. It's over in these parts that we are... going to go and explore and see if we can find some hard drives. And I know there's a cave over that side that we can go twist around to and get some of the Marcella to start unlocking that, which would be cool. Marcella? I can't remember what it's called. It's something like that anyway. You guys should know. Now this used to be oil nodes in here, so it's very interesting. This is now an impure iron, so totally pointless. Aha, this is a good one. Quartz. Okay, well that's worth knowing. Right, I wonder whether we... I'm just going to plonk down. I don't normally do this on the map, but because it's unknown resources, random stuff, I'm actually going to put down some markers so we know what's going on here. Quartz. Right there. Apply. Sweet. Because we will need quartz fairly soon, so we'll be able to jump over there in a jiffy and drop down some things, or mine. We might be able to stick down a mine and... what's the name of it? Hello, Mr. Big Spiddy thing. Normal. This is iron. Okay. It's very pretty through this part, I must admit. It's very, very pretty. Now there's one thingy over there. We'll head out over that way. Nice to see the rain on the water as well, the old ripples. Sweet as. We're just going to Monday morning here in New Zealand, and we are just going to industrial beam, typical. Actually, we could make 15 of those while we're here. Get the hard drive. Can we make those here? No, we cannot. Okay, so it hasn't been unlocked. Shame. So let's put down a marker so we know what we got here. This one here is HD and it's requiring I think it's reinforced. I think they're called reinforced beams. Not sure, but look at that, they're right there. I mean, talk about giving you what you need.
Damaged hard drive recovered. Return it to the MAM for data recovery.
Remove marker. We can now delete all this. Get rid of all the rubbish off the map. Anything else outlining? Yep. Oh, hello mate. I don't know what else is, whether there's anything else here in the water. It's actually hard to see whether there's anything to collect or not. There's just those beams by the look of it. Oh no, there's some rubber. It's hard to see under the water. I wish you could actually swim, do you know what I mean, go under. It's the one thing I am really, really hoping that they do long term. I don't think they will, but I would love to see an underwater ability and building even factories underwater. Would be flippin' awesome. I don't know whether I need a little ladder, don't I, going up. Take a run and a jump. Get this submersible with it. Now I am going to mark these where the Mercers are, where I've collected them from. And we'll do a thumbs up because I've collected it. Like that. That'll do nicely. Now, which way do I go? Do I go that way? I think there's one around that coastline. Let's go and collect that while we're at this end. Give her a little swim here. For any of you that haven't seen my previous streams in the past, before I deleted everything and restarted, I did a coal plant out here, and I'm going to eventually do a video taking some of the footage off the old videos basically and showing some of my builds, doing like a summary sort of type thing. And I did a. It was out here, basically in this estuary area, and it was a big sort of dome curvature thing, and I stupidly at the time put the pivot point. Well, it wasn't stupid really because it had to be done, but the pivot point was 50 meters underwater. Now, if you know Satisfactory, you basically can't go underwater. So it literally took me 500 hours building it because it was just the ultimate nightmare. Um, basically trying to build it. So there is a bit of film footage of that one, so I am going to do at some point a little video where you'll get to see it if you haven't already. Right, okay, that's another hard drive collected. I think there's another one over here as well, but I think that one needs power. Got a funny feeling some of these need power. And there's, I think, some up tall as well, up high. But I can't really remember. I should have, I don't know whether a scanner, that's a point, I don't know whether scanners highlight that or not. Let me just try something here a second. Object scanner. We have enough materials to do one, that's good. Now let's go here, pop that in there. Mercer-sphere, is that the only thing? I've forgotten how to flip and scroll through this thing. It's not arrow keys. Ah, right click, okay. Yeah, it's not allowing me to do a, what's the name? That's okay. We'll keep it open on Mercer-sphere for the moment. There is another one here, somewhere in this direction. It's probably upstairs. I do believe that there's another hard drive somewhere around here, hiding in a, it's like in a bay, but I'm not sure how far around it was. And have a nosy. Normal ore, iron ore. It's very weird seeing these random places for... I think the hardest thing going to be this time round is actually going to be coal power. Because because in the past the coal nodes have been sort of clustered, which has made it very easy for doing coal power, and I think now if they're going to be spread all over the map, it's actually going to be a right nightmare. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how we get to actually do all that. There it is. Just spotted in the distance. Keep running, bees. Here we go. More plastics. Now the reason why I'm collecting all this stuff up is one, because it's good stuff, but it's because I can sync it and get tickets. Oh, 9 out of 10. Oh, really? Are you serious? So a lot of this stuff can be used. I'm hunting around in case there's another lot of computers here that we can... Oh, Sorry about that. I think we just had a little earthquake tremor. Not sure, but it felt like it. Well, that got the heart rate up a little bit. If you've never had been through an earthquake before, the minor ones are easy peasy. That's just like a little shake and it's all cool. But if you've been through the big ones like we have, it's a whole different hellhole that basically changes your life, as we discovered. It wrecked my health, among other things, and from the post-trauma and stuff and bits and bobs. But what's interesting with it is anytime you get then a little shake, you never know how big it's going to be, so of course it all kicks in. Great fun, not. But anyway, I'll check GeoNet later and see if it was actually one or whether it was just something else. But the desk was definitely vibrating, so we'll see. Right, HD, pardon me, and we need 10 PCs. Fly. That's a shame. One short. Can you believe it? But anyway, I was going to sync them anyway, but maybe now we can't. We'll go around sometime, collect up all the slugs as well, but I'm not worried about those just yet. I am kind of quite happy at the moment. I can do a second thing for those at another time. Okay, so we've got a sulfur here. I am just going to map some of these out as I go, just so that we know roughly what on some key ones. Sulfur. Right. It's an impure, so it's not a major one for investing too much time on, but and I really think the way this is going to go, with the whole thing at the moment, I honestly believe that logistics is going to be one of the key things going forward in this game. With everything being so dispersed now, it won't be that you can just bring a few items in to an area, excuse me. It's gonna literally be much more dependent upon everything being sort of maneuvered around, and that's what's actually quite exciting about the map this time round. Is, you know, it's very different. Oh, coal. Wow. Okay. That's going to be worthwhile noting. Coal. I think we're here because we're going to end up having to, if that's sulfur there, we've got deuterium there, quartz there. We've got one coal up here already, of course, which we're using at the moment doing that, but it doesn't really matter for black powder. After a while that can switch over. But we may end up having to run a train, you see, down here, just to collect all this stuff up. Where am I going? I've lost my sense of direction already. Right, other way, this way. There's another sphere there. Weirdly enough, doesn't look like it's in a thingy-majiggy.
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Thank you, Ada. Yeah. Ada, dear Ada. What are we going to do with her? This is the question. Hello, doggo. Yeah, I'm not going to feed you and tame you just yet. A lot of berries down here, which is good to see. Now, I think from memory, somewhere up here there are hard drives as well, but I'm trying to avoid the really tricky ones at the moment until we've got a jetpack or something. I just want to try and get some that are around more on the ground level and open up some areas of the map, see what's around node-wise. Looks like we've got some quartz over here. I know. It's just a node without the actual node mine part. Hello boys, how's it going? How's your day? Some more computers there. $100 megawatts. Let's make a little note. Good circuit boards, cool. Hard drive, 100 megawatts. Not having much success with freebie ones, are we, at the moment? It's okay. Having a little explore anyway. We'll see, as I say, what nodes are around or not around. We'll try and get the Marcella, whatever it is, collected as well from that cave. We will head over there shortly, I think, because that will give us access to hopefully unlocking parachutes, because once I get a parachute then we can explore the map a lot easier, because what we can do is you build a tool ladder and you basically jump off it and parachute. I think I forgot to mark that Mercer that I picked up, didn't I? Shame on me. Ship's over. Oh no, I did it. I did do it. Okay. Okay. I'll let myself off then. Right. Now I did think, but I mean it's so long since I've played. As I said, I think on the other stream, it's about a year. Here we go. It's about a year since I played, and so it's actually quite nice going around exploring and doing stuff again, seeing the map in with fresh eyes, really. What we got here? Yeah, it's a freebie, and we're nearly full. You can see we're getting up there. We've only got 2 free spaces for different stuff now. So I think we'll head towards that cave and pick up those bits. These are all good, this stuff here that I'm picking up, because it's all going to give us tickets, and that means we can unlock, stuff in the now am I going to mark the hard drive up that I've got it or not? What have I been doing with that? I don't think I have actually, have I? Only the ones that I haven't collected. Yep. Yep. Oh, put the wrong icon there, so. Yep. Collected that one, so that can be a thumbs up. There we go. Sweet, okay, let's keep it moving. We'll head over to that cave area, I think, and see what we can find over there. I know in Rocky Desert they like cactus type thingies give you micellar as well, or whatever it's called, but I don't know anything in this area that does. I might be wrong. It's just so pretty, this map, it really is. Oh, hello. That means there must be a hard drive up above somewhere. Oh, no, it's here. Didn't see it in the darkness. Good grief. Might have to clear some of the vegetation here actually to see what's around. Yeah, definitely need a torch on. Oh, okay, we can get that one. Well, that's good. Another hard drive got. Oh, there's some rubber. Yeah, I can't collect anything more by the look of that. Where's my... Yeah, I'm full, so we're going to have to go back anyway. Sweet. Okay, I think we've collected up here. I don't think we've missed anything, so let's head back, offload, and then we'll go and look at that cave, because I can't get the cave now because my stuff is full. Full. Love the rain in Satisfactory. Love it. Still find it very, very therapeutic just playing this, exploring around, listening to the rain falling down. It's fantastic. Run past these toxic gas. Oop, again a little bit harsh. Hello, big spider. These things are so flippin' ugly. I've actually turned the thing at the moment onto passive just for a minute while I was exploring earlier. Look at it. Takes ages to flipping kill it with the little zapper. Once I've got a proper weapon, I'll turn them back onto aggressive mode, so it'll be more fun again. But I want a decent weapon, not this thing. Now you die every 2 minutes. Up we go. If you have never been up on the space elevator, you can actually get up on top of this thing, right up there. You have to build a ladder out a bit from it because the colliding box around it is actually quite big. But once you go up, you can actually build a huge ladder and go up, and you can stand on top. And if you've got a mate who's playing it for multiplayer, you can then get him to trigger it off. Boom. Yes, we did that very early on in the game, some years back. It was good fun. Right, how many tickets have we got at the moment sitting here? We've got 5 here at the moment. Let's have a little look. 37. Well, I don't need 37. I think we needed 10, didn't we, for the thing. Circuit boards, I'm going to stick all of those in. Don't need those at the moment. I'm going to stick in 100, 200 of those. Rubber, we've got some rubber there. We don't need this here, so that can go in. Don't need those, they can go in. Got 100 motors, I'm going to stick in 50 motors. These things are actually very good, and we do sort of need them. So I might hold on to those a little bit. Fuel, I'll hold on to that. Plastics, we can still put in that with the plastic because we've got 200 here. Let's just see where this ends up in terms of coupons. The other fast way of doing it is the DNA points, and I'm waiting on that a little bit. I think what we might do is actually set up a bit of a storage, proper storage thing in here. A second. Give ourselves a bit more space for bits and bobs. get rid of 100 of those, I reckon. How much fuel could go in there? Tons of this on us at the moment, but it's alright. Some of these can go in, got too many. Yep, let's have a switch around here. What we'll do, we'll pull the screws out there, those out there, those out there, those out. Pull all this stuff out. So it can join up with the other stuff in there, and then in here we will keep immersers. Then hard drives will start, what's the naming? Researching, so let's pop one of those in. And we'll stick the rest of the hard drives here while it's doing its thing. And we'll pop these back in here to keep the organisation semi-going. And any of this that doesn't get used down the line, we'll just sink it. It's fine. And that's the beauty of the awesome sink. I think I might just keep those. Won't necessarily need. See how quickly things get filled. Doesn't take long. Right, let's jump down and go and get that cave stuff. See if we can get some cyanide up and running. Where are we? Before I jump off the wrong side. Just got to get it right on this, otherwise you fall to your death. Right. Grab those while we're here, grab those while we're here. These are bits we didn't manage to collect the other day while we were being aggroed by him. We still need to get power to this hard drive, so I can't do much about that at the moment. Until we've got a few bits and bobs properly done. Got to find where this cave entrance is. It's somewhere around here. Now there used to be, you see, 4 coal nodes here. No longer. It's sulfur and limestone. Rightio. Let me just mark that down as well. sulfur. Right. And then we're going to go new marker here. And limestone. This isn't the entrance. I think it is actually further around. I think it's I passed it. Another iron. I've got to try and find my way up here if I can, because without those extra leg braces things to give you the height, the way I could do it is a ladder, of course. Oh no, 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 no. Bounced off. Come on. You can do this. Thank you. No. Why is it pushing me to there? Not quite sure why it's doing that. There we go. Quite a pretty cave this, and some of you who are observant will notice this is where I set up my stream little beginning screen shot thing, and it's actually in here, and I've built a little room here with these hanging through the top of it. So next time you see that beginning of the stream, have a little look, and
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for
you'll
use.
notice it.
However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Research it in the man to establish classification and potential application.
So I am just going to gather up a reasonable amount of it, along with some sticks that are here. Hello, spiders. Yeah. If you've got a chainsaw, you can cut the big ones down too. That's another, these ones, so you can often cut those down and get it, but I prefer leaving them if I can and just collecting the small stuff. Mycelia is the name of the stuff. There you go. Oh, hello. There's a sloop in here. How about that then? That's interesting. I think that's been resolved, because I'm sure there was one here that was in this pillar somewhere, and you couldn't get to it. A rock. So that possibly is a repair job that they've fixed, a patch job. Sloop. And we have a sloop colour. There you go. And if you've not come across or known what sloops are about, we will come to that in due course in the builds. Very, very handy little things. Okay, How much have we actually gathered of that stuff? 91. I really want more than that. So let's keep going in deeper. Interesting, I'm a little bit intrigued. There used to be a load of spiders in this cave. Bit of a graphic glitch there. See the tear in the the man has finished. I'll have to go and check that out when we get back. So 142. I really want to get about 200 if I can. That's the goal. That is the goal. Whether I'll manage that or not, we'll see. 150, yeah, I think we will. We're not doing too badly. Now, there used to be 2 quartz nodes in here, which made sense because they were sort of in caves, you know, so they sort of had done a bit of a switch around with that, which was really cool. But nowadays, what have they got in here? Boring old iron, okay, there is a spider, and copper, okay, pure nodes though, which is nice to see. Interesting, okay. Once I've got weapons and stuff, we'll do a proper animal hunt and do a... Oh, they've got limestone here as well, okay. We'll go out on a hunting exhibition. But I want to do that once I've got to a certain point. I want a proper weapon, but also I also want to be able to have a little production thing going for turning them the remains into stuff, which you'll get to see down the line, and maximizing that for points, which I'll show you how we do that if you're new to the game. You'll get to see all in due course. And if you want to not miss a thingy, just, you know, the usual rubbish of subscribing and all that helps you more than me, because I only do this as a hobby, so I don't earn off it. It would be nice to, in some respects, but then again, I think the way it's gone with YouTube, from what I understand, they've cleared out a load of AI accounts, which is brilliant, and I'm really pleased for all the professional streamers and other people trying to earn off it and stuff, because it's allowing them to get seen a bit more, which is awesome. I think for small people like myself, it doesn't really make a difference for us in certain terms. I've had a certain amount of success on some videos that I did, where I've had sort of several thousand views and all that sort of stuff and whatnot, but on the other hand, it's not like I'm thinking to myself, oh my word, I've earned no money off YouTube, this, you know, this thing, because I don't even have it registered, because I think you have to have 2,000 followers anyway nowadays before you can actually do ads and earn. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but Alright, we're going for the 300 then, because that's, I just looked and it was 268. So we might have I've overshot my score, but that's fine. We can go up to the 300. It will give us enough to. Oh, hello. What's up here? Can I get up there? Or have I got to build a flipping ladder just to get up there? Yep, I'm going to build a ladder. Oh well, I'll leave you guys up there. Let me see if I can find enough on the floor. 273. We're not far off actually now. Must be some more around here. I don't know whether they respawn these little ones or not. I've never really paid attention to that, because once I've done my sort of dash with it, I've never actually come back and rechecked. What are we up to? 288. We're not far off, you see, even the 300, which is really good. It allows us to get a few bits, as you will see when we start unlocking. 295, nearly there. 296, just a few to go. Hey? Wait, why are you chipping on the edge of the... No, I don't want that live scale. I wanted the blimmin' my CLA stuff. Yep. Indeed. Okay. Let's head back. That will be sufficient. I might find one or two on the way back anyway, so... Copper and iron in here. It is quite interesting having different things around. As I said, it is going to make life a lot more. Where are we up? 298, 299. Need one little fella more just to finish to get to the 300. Ta-da! Congratulations, sir. You are the one. So, yeah, we'll head back. Very pretty, this. Very, very pretty. Really like it. This is hopefully going to help get some more movement. We can unlock the parachute, all being well, at some point soon, which will be good. Ooh, lightning. What? Normal ore, iron ore. This area here used to be the perfect spot for a coal mine. It really did. Back in the day, there used to be 4 nodes here. There was another one up there, which was a pure node, and I literally had 84 coal plants there with overclocking on all of them. It produced, I think, 15,000 megawatts of power. Very, very, very good. The start of game, and it kept you going all the way through to needing oil, you know, and then you just pump it up with oil to get over the 100k megawatts ready for nuclear. Gone are those days. They got rid of the pure node. That was the first thing they did, unfortunately, which was a real shame. And there used to be 2 pure nodes up here of, up there I think it was, of quartz back in the day. And I built my first start of my first flower building factories here. It's like a big flower with leaves and tentacles everywhere and stuff. Super cool. And it was a quartz factory producing silicon and crushed quartz or whatever it was. That was fun. And I do have in mind something for one of my builds on this map. It's possibly going to go that route, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so what have we got? That's a good one. That's also a good one. These are both good. Except that produces 15 per minute and that produces 5. That's cheaper to produce by far. So it's way easier to get 60 copper than it is to get the, say, this up to 15 production, 60 copper, but then this is like one thing, so it's like it is what it is. You can get one or the other. And I need to go and get the ding dong hard drives out of there. But we are going to do some research first, so let's have a look. Alien megafauna! All this stuff I need to get stuff for, which I haven't done yet, so forget that. Alien technology, we did unlock with the first sloop we found in the first mercer. This is why we are going to need SAM ore at some point to start producing this, and then once we get a power augmenter, they are really super cool. They use a lot of power, but well, they produce 500 megawatts basically, and it's really cool to dump one of those down. But you've got to have like 50 computers and all the rest of it. They're not cheap to get. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. Let's unlock this and see what we can get out of this. Fabric is the next one, so we need 100 of that, which we have, should have, don't have, could have had. Let's see if we can make some here. Yeah. Look at that. There you go. Start research. Need tin fabric.
Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
Tin status to do that. Gas mask. Okay, let's do the tin fabric. Tell you what, I'm going to be exceptionally lazy here. So we just either just because I couldn't be bothered walking around the corner. How bad is that? We should be able to make that now, which would be super cool.
Parachute unlocked. Fixit appreciates your willingness to descend rapidly to perform your duties, but damaging Fixit property is a breach of
What we're looking for now, fabric. We need 20 fabric. Okay.
The forces of gravity and drag with a parachute.
No. 20 in here, that's it. 06. Okay. Yep, we can make one parachute. The good thing with the parachutes now as well in recent times is that they have now made them reusable so that they yeah, don't get used up. So you don't have to carry around loads of parachutes with you basically, which was always a bit dumb. Now that we can do 100 black powder because we've been making black powder. So let's open up some inventory spots. Was that with it? Where was I? No. Nutrients, no. Power slugs, no. Quartz, no. That we want to get. This is what we need to get next. So I need to go and set up a little thing on quartz. Oh, sulfur it was on, wasn't it?
Tool belt expanded. I compounded sulfur's tristatic atom matrix into a quadrimensional.
When we go exploring properly and killing animals and stuff, I need to have this unlocked, Nobilis unlocked, and preferably the rifle. Rebirth gun's okay, particularly if you can get the explosive one. They're fun. But we'll come to that in due course. I think in the meantime, one of the things I really want to do is get legs. I want to get legs. So quartz is going to be a key thing to unlocking. So let's go over here a second. All this now has been emptied. How many have we got? 12. That's a good bunch of tickets. So let's go there. In here, we can definitely stick these because I don't use those ones at all. I want to keep the micellar at the moment because, yeah, we're going to need that sort of stuff down the line. Wood we can convert and put into the burners, so that's cool. Circuit boards. Might just keep 65 circuit boards for the moment. Awesome shop anyway, let's have a little look, see what we can unlock. I'm not worried about the specials at the moment. Architecture is one of my key ones. Steel frame we can't unlock yet, and I know that's about 10 cards normally. These are definitely stuff, all the steel stuff I really want to get unlocked when we can. Really, really cool. So at the moment, let's just go and do the catwalks. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Barriers, always a good. Construction fences, railings. How many points are we up to? 9, so we've got 3 more points. Let's do those ones. That'll be all of that unlocked. Very good. That just helps. The next thing really to get unlocked is steel, but we can't do that until we've got this all done and the next phase done. So we've got 4 here we can certainly do. I think the only other thing is customizer as well, which is a major one to undo some of the stuff on that. Concrete wall material. So yeah, there's a few bits and bobs yet. We'll get there. One thing at a time. Put the micellar in there. Put the sloop Yeah, because we can't undo the sloop territory technology yet. Fabrics we'll put in there. Slug. Hard drives we need to get going, so let's put a hard drive in. I forgot to do that while I was there. Right, get another one of those going. What we'll do, we'll come to here, we'll stick this in here. Wood, we'll get a lot of this done, stick that in the thing and that can process in. Just means while we're out and about we're not running out of anything in anytime soon. One of the ironies in this game, and it's a common problem actually in games generally actually, is that the movement side of things, getting around, is often unlocked as you get into sort of way down the line in the game. And I'm a firm believer that you should have movement at the beginning. And it's very early on, and I actually think it's one of the big things. If I was ever producing a game, that's what I would do. I'd always make sure there was good movement at the beginning, or near the beginning anyway, at least once you've got very early on. Right, that can do that. How much have we got in here? About half. Right, okay, so it's still heading in the right direction. Sweet, well, okay, we are slowly getting there. Just see what we can. Just seeing if we can move any of this extra stuff into there or not. Okay, we're gonna have to put circuit boards in there, put the lime in there. I mean, that technically could be deleted, it's not a problem. Very good. Okay. Got one to get in there, that's alright. So in here under architecture we now have quite a few more bits, which is good. Because what I'm going to do eventually is when we rebuild all of this, I am going to have a staircase going up, basically, and then the catwalks will be going across to the other side. And hopefully we can get a few bits and bobs like that done, which will be good. So we've done a little bit of exploring out on that part of the map. Got way more to go. I thought we found a hard drive over here somewhere. We did. That's right, we're only marking the ones we haven't found. Quartz. I wonder if we should go and set up a little thing of quartz. So how many? I don't have any. Okay. Let's make some of these. I'm going to put 5 down. And now, the good thing is, because we have a parachute, we can fly! Well, sort of. We can jump without dying anyway. Well, that's the theory. Let's test it out. It is in our backpack. Okay. So let's go. Yay, parachute is working. So we're heading towards quartz. Yes. There it is. It's working. Happy days. Saves a lot of broken bones. It's only an impure, unfortunately, so it's not going to be anything wow amazing for us, but it's going to be a bit slow, but that's alright. It gets us going. See, the good thing is, now we've got parachute, this is the amazing thing that you can do. While we wait for that to be done. You can actually build these while you're climbing to get your height. You can see how long it would take to get up to that platform. It's a long way up. So I'm just having a look around to see if I can find any more of those hard drives there. There's one up while we're up higher. Right, we can parachute to that, and then we can come back down to the quartz, and then we can delete the ladders. Let's do it. There's actually a Mercer up there as well, so let's go and grab that. Then we can jump down to there. Even better. Betterer, betterer, and betterer. Hello, bees.
The effigies ripples through our temples, our veins nearly touch. He is shy, notes shall be taken and played.
From a certain perspective, your brain looks like it is processing language, but there is no auditory data. If you are hearing voices that are not mine, this is no cause for concern. It is a common side effect of extreme pressure and stress.
Thanks. Well, you put me under the stress, putting me on an alien planet. Oh, looks like we've got a coal node up there. Interesting. Interesting indeed. This is going to be one of those picky ones where we're not going to be able to see anything until you clear everything. Yeah, crystal oscillators. Let's just clear a bit of foliage around in cases. Yep, knew it. Had a feeling it was going to be one of those ones where goodies were hidden underneath. Yeah, another lot here. Oh, a lot here. Lots of. Sorry, guys. Taking away a bit of your greenery, aren't I? Rubber. Okay, so I need to bring rubber here. HD. Hot rubber. Apply. There we go. Now we can jump down anyway back to the quartz, which was Somewhere over here, I think. Yep. There's the ladder. We'll have to climb back up and delete it as we come down. And hopefully these fellas will just be about full by the time we've finished doing that, and then ooh. I have to say it's very hard to control landing on a ladder from a parachute unless you come straight onto it, which kind of makes sense because it would be a bit like that in real life, I guess, but not that I've ever tried. It just does not appeal to me to be up at a plane and jump out. Well, there you go. We're down, and they are done. Look at that timing. I think I've done this before. Right. So I'll run back across and climb up that other ladder. We could have kept the ladder there and parachuted across and stuff and had it there, but I suppose as a semi-permanent, well, not permanent, but I didn't see much point. It's not too far to come across here. Right, we will process this, try and unlock a couple of things in the quartz, and I think that will be pretty much it for today's little stream for this morning. I may do another one this afternoon, but certainly tomorrow. I am around tomorrow as it happens. There's been a change in my weekly plan. So 6 inventory slots, or we could do bolted frame. Well, I do like that while we're collecting stuff, it's quite handy. So for the moment, let's do that. Oh, did we actually do it? Yes, we did. Okay. Scan. I can. Oh, no. Oh, too late. What an idiot. And you can't undo it, I don't think. Can't stop it, you can't pause it. It's the only problem with this, actually. I wish they'd have some system for pausing or stopping this, and then you could go back and do this, because when you go in here, you can't then do it. Unless they've changed it. No, they haven't. Yeah. So, okay. We'll have to be patient for 10 minutes. Ah! 5 now. We can put some of this stuff through the shredder onto your friends. We can put the... And if you're really wondering what that was Pink Floyd, The Wall. I think we can cut that in half and still put in another 100 of these. keep 50 computers for unlocking certain things. We know we've got that hard drive to unlock at some point. So that's crystal oscillators. Look like CDs, don't they, on a little rack? These get the points very quickly because they're quite a beast to make in some respects. Once you got the right recipe, circuit boards, dead easy, if they've kept the same recipes. And I'm really looking forward to unlocking that recipe because for the circuit boards, because it is super, super cool. Seven minutes, we will do this and then we will clear off. In the meantime, let's go climb a ladder again and just have a look at see how many of these smart plating we've actually managed to make now. 100, 200, 350, nearly 400. Ooh, so we're nearly a fifth of the way there. It is painful. Why I did that to myself on top of the nodes being random, I do not know. I don't think we can change it either. Let me just check the settings here. A world, no, that's the weather. Gameplay. I don't think we can because it's in the mode section, isn't it? Nope. Yeah, no, I don't think we can. I think once you've done it, that's it. Once you've done it, you stuff it should. Right, okay. Six coupons. Stuff, and we've got nothing left, okay. Little print. Go to the shop. Not those at the moment. That's all unlocked as much as I can. These will need to get unlocked, definitely. But I'm just thinking I don't particularly. I'm trying to think of what I've got in mind to do, you see, with this startup base once I actually build it properly. And I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to need, and I may need this, but walls are definite, but I can't do windows yet until we've unlocked by researching the quartz and the silica and all that stuff, because that's what undoes all that. So walls we're going to need, architecture was always needed, that's fundamental stuff basically. So maybe I should just at the moment concentrate on, we've got 5 left. Technically we probably don't need these for this particular part of the build, but then we don't need necessarily, you know, those either, but so maybe I should stop procrastinating and do that, and then that's leaves us 2.
Thank you for your purchase in the Fix It Awesome shop, the best store on the planet.
Yeah, well, it's the only store in the planet. Come on, guys. Two and 4. 2 tickets left. Okay, let's go back and do that. Don't really need those. Oh, I don't think I need them at the moment, but that's okay. We're going to get it all unlocked anyway at some point, so it is what it is. 2 minutes to go. Nearly there, guys and girls. We'll hopefully be able to crack this out very soon. And we will do colors. That's the other thing we will be doing, is changing this palette, which is the default, and doing some cool stuff with it. Quite like that combination. Funny enough, this combination here, it's kind of a weird, slightly weird color swatch, but I actually don't mind it, and it's kind of weird because it doesn't do everything. It leaves some parts orange, which is kind of weird. And you can do those, but you have to do them individually, like that. It's kind of a bit odd, do you know what I mean? But anyway, there we go. As a hub, I don't mind that colour. And I actually saw a factory done with this, and it actually looks super, super cool. But I haven't yet worked out what I'm doing, so it probably won't end up that, but that may be one of the colour palettes on there that I keep, which is a bit random, I know. But my colour schemes normally are quite subtle and more muted, greys and browny sort of type colours and stuff like that, and metallics. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I haven't yet chosen the colour scheme yet, but I've got to go through at some point and do that. Yes. There we go. The mammoth's done. Let's see what it offers us now. Iron stitched or the copper rotors. Well, either one's good. And to be honest, if we can keep actually, we will eventually get all the recipes. It does allow you for all the recipes, so it's not too crucial at this point. What did I say I wanted to do? Quartz, wasn't it? Before we stick in the last hard drive. So that's that. Yes.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
So we need 50 silica and 10 of those. And once I've got,
Research completed. Silica recipe
let's have a look.
unlocked. New quartz research available.
So there's that. We've got that. We just need to make 50 silica, which is easy peasy. Oh, I don't know why I've done that. Oh, no. Silica. There we go. 50 silica. That's 5, 10. It's going to be done super quick. We'll get that done and then I shall log off and go and have some lunch, something to eat. I hope you guys are having a good Monday despite all the craziness currently going around the world. Just ignore the kids in the sand pits. Ba-bum. We can now build those. We need
Blade runners
200 for
unlocked.
more slots,
Equipped
6
to
more
run
inventory
faster,
slots, which
jump
is
with
good.
greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
That's not going to be hard to make either, the crystal oscillators, and then that will give us something else in production to make. And it basically means that's going to be quite hard to, yes, but anyway. And then we get the buggy, and that's going to be the key for exploring, so that's going to open up our opportunities a lot more. I'll explain a bit more about that, but we will take more inventory. Inflated dimension pockets is 200. And so let's just, while we're doing that, that can go onto there to do the hard drive. We can come in here in the dry. Don't know how many we got, 700. We can make 200 easy, look at that. Then we can get another 6 slots in the inventory, which is great for when you're going around exploring, picking up. As you've seen, it fills up very, very quickly. And then that should be it till next time. I'll probably get a lot more exploring done, bits and bobs on my own, away from the screen, away from the stream, and then hopefully we will come back live tomorrow. I don't think the 2500 is going to be done, but it will be hopefully close to completion. I'm hoping during the stream we might be able to get it clean, sorted, because what I might do tonight is be a bit cheeky over dinner and actually leave the game running this evening so that it's actually still producing those things while I'm not around that keyboard. And then hopefully tomorrow you can actually see the first phase of the thing done, and we can start unlocking the next lot of milestones, which is always exciting. So that's the fun part of Satisfactory, and that's what we're going to be doing. 8 minutes left. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. Okay. We'll go back inside our little hubby where it's nice and warm. Well, there we go. We're just going over an hour and a half. Thank you very much for everybody who watches. And I noticed on the two new videos I've done, live streams, we've gone from a few views, and they tripled basically on the second one, which is super cool. So thank you for all those that are looking in and checking it out. And stick with us. We are going to be doing some super cool builds in time once we've got things unlocked. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get there, and yeah, it just all takes time, a little bit of time. So be patient, please, and have fun. Take care, look after yourselves, and we will see you again probably tomorrow. If I don't get back on this afternoon, but it will certainly be tomorrow. Bye for now from the Mad Otter.